officials are reporting that there is no known cure for the virus and is urging citizens to stay in their homes and avoid contact.
COVID-19.
Coronavirus.
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 This is truly an unprecedented situation.
This virus doesn't discriminate. It attacks everyone.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead.
The coronavirus has changed life as we know it across America.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your experience. Now, you don't have coronavirus, but you were over in Italy and you were told that you had to come home. When did they tell you this, and what was your reaction when you learned the news?
So actually, my dad had called me the day before they told me, and he suspected this was going to happen, so he booked on a flight home. And I got the official email that our program was suspended, which means that everybody had to go back to the United States, probably within 10 minutes of me landing in New York.
Did you at any point ever feel that this was something that was the right thing to do and that you should, in fact, come home? And what was it like when you finally got to O'Hare?
I mean, I do feel that it was right for me to come home. It's just very disappointing, obviously. And flying back to O'Hare, right now I'm in self-quarantine, but I was not screened whatsoever, and that's kind of concerning, especially because I came from a flight from Rome, and everyone was wearing masks, people were coughing.
So you fully expected to get off that plane at the international terminal and be screened, and it didn't happen?
Yes, absolutely.
So before the pandemic, I was down in Manhattan. I'm a junior at NYU right now. And before, it was pretty much business as usual. I would have my classes on the day-to-day, and then at night I would be going out to bars and clubs with my friends and hanging out in the parks when it was sunny outside, and skateboarding during the day, and it was business as usual.
Before the coronavirus outbreak, I was living in New York City in the West Village with my roommate Angie, and I was going to work every day in Brooklyn at Mindbody Green. I was taking the subway to work every day, and when it really started to get bad, they started putting in a lot of practices for hygiene in the subway, so I would actually walk into the West 4th Street subway station, and it just reeked of bleach. The streets of New York are always really busy. There is always a ton of traffic. You really can't get anywhere, and that's one of the reasons why people use public transportation so much every single day. And it just would get quieter, and there weren't as many people out on the street. There weren't as many cars out driving, and people were either staying in their homes or just taking the subway as little as possible.
Yeah, so coming home for this extended period of time has definitely affected my life, but predominantly just my social life. I found my academics translated pretty smoothly to the online world. But I'm a DJ and also an event photographer, so there being no nightlife has definitely hurt my businesses, and it's just unfortunate to not be able to go out with my friends and hang out with them on a daily basis. I've been saying to my dad for years that I can't wait to be retired just so I have the time to focus on all my hobbies, and quarantine has given me the opportunity to kind of test drive that. So I'm super into DJing, and I do photography, and I've been skateboarding a lot and trying to improve on that. And I've been playing pool, I've been gardening with my mom, I've been going on walks with my dogs, I've been drumming. So I've been staying occupied, and it's been nice, and I haven't felt really bored yet. I haven't even really dipped into the world of Netflix, so.
Having to come home definitely has affected my everyday life. I love where I work. Part of what I love so much about my job is being with people who love what I am passionate about, and we love what we do. And those Zoom meetings only go so far. You lose that sense of community and enthusiasm and energy that you would have in the office. So that has definitely been the most significant change in my routine. How I've been passing the time when there's really nowhere to go and nothing to do, but I've been just sort of trying new things that I wouldn't normally take the time to do. My friends and I started a book club. I've also just on my own been working on puzzles, which is something I do really enjoy doing. And then I've also been baking recently. What I'm really worried about is, one, how long it will last, and also just the impact, not even the coronavirus itself continuing to spread. I think that there is going to be a significant impact on mental health and mental illness, and I think that it's already really difficult to access help with mental illness. having to deal with the post-traumatic stress is going to be very difficult. I think that people will struggle internally, people will struggle in relationships, people will struggle as a result of losing their jobs and not being able to put food on the table for their family. I think that that's really where my biggest concern is the repercussions of what this time has done to other people.
My biggest worry about the pandemic is probably going to be the length of things. I'm worried about graduating next year and trying to find a job after this whole economic downturn. And I'm worried about like the health of my family. I just wouldn't want anyone in my family to get sick, and there's nothing I can really do to control that aside from staying home, but that can only happen so long, so